All of these made her anxious and paranoid, and she began to withdraw from her friends and family. Worst of all, her grades began to suffer, and she lost interest in doing all the things she once loved. Eventually, Usu's parents discovered the fake Instagram accounts and all the humiliating comments that were being made about their daughter. After they had tried to speak to their daughter on several occasions, and she was too ashamed to admit to being bullied, they immediately reported the account to the social media platform and to the school for further investigations and got a therapist for their daughter. With the timely intervention of her parents and the professional, Usua was able to go back to her normal self. She regained her academic stance and went back to doing all the things she once loved. The effects of cyberbullying can be profound and long-lasting. It took a mighty toll on Usua's mental well-being. In today's digital world, technology has become a powerful tool for communication, but can be used for a lot of harmful behaviors. Cyberbullying is when someone uses the internet to harass, humiliate, or intimidate another person. It has become particularly difficult to deal with since the internet provides social media platforms and messaging apps that do not necessarily give face-to-face interactions between the bully and the victim of this cyberbullying. This anonymity allows culprit to say or do whatever humiliating thing he wants to the victim. This is very bad, and no one should have to go through this. So what then can we do to address the issue? 1, we need to raise an awareness on cyberbullying, where everyone has a fair idea about it and ways to avoid it. 2, we need to create an open environment where people can share their ideas on issues that go on around us, and people can intervene when others are in trouble. The government has realized that cyberbullying has become prevalent. That is why it has set up some policies, such as the Electronic Communications Act of 2016, that criminalizes every form of cyberbullying. The Communications Ministry of the government has also started awareness campaigns on cyberbullying to educate people on its effects and ways to avoid them. Overall, the government has established a cybersecurity secretariat that monitors every activity on social media and the internet. In conclusion, cyberbullying is a very dangerous activity, and no one should have to go through its negative effects. That is why we need to come together as groups, individuals, and firms to eradicate cyberbullying and create a more peaceful internet environment. My name is Albert Drazonia from Accra Academy. Thank you.
You can start.
From the Palace of the Queens of the North, Tamale Girls Senior High School, I, Aisha Tunteya Bashiru, find this a privilege to deliver on the topic, managing or dealing with sexual harassment in schools. Aristotle, a legendary Greek philosopher, once said, quote, "Man by nature is a social animal," unquote. So, he interacts with other beings and the environment to make life conducive. When this interaction transcends the lawful and agreed limits, it is said to be harassment. Harassment can come in any form, aimed at hurting someone or satisfying the sexual desire. The latter is our focus today. Google defines sexual harassment as, quote, "a behavior characterized by the making of unwelcome and inappropriate sexual remarks or physical advances at a workplace or other professional or social institutions like schools," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, it is worth noting that sexual harassment can occur between people of the same sex or the opposite sex. It is likely to occur between a teacher and a teacher and a student and a student. It is mostly triggered by the way we dress, speak, and relate with each other and the environment. Note that when people of the same sex or the opposite sex meet at an isolated place and are shabbily dressed, sexual harassment is likely to occur. Students who get exposed to sexually explicit content, such as pornographic materials, be it in video or written form, stand a high chance of being harassers. The wrong usage of drugs and alcohol are also causes of sexual harassment in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, it is undoubtedly true that in most situations, the students are the victims of sexual harassment. However, it is quite common for a young, energetic, beautiful or handsome teacher to be sexually harassed by students. In cases of sexual harassment in our schools, the poor student or the victim is mostly affected negatively. The student ends up skipping class or, worst of it all, dropping out of school entirely. There are psychological effects as well, which includes anxiety, depression, lowered self-esteem, and even suicide. The chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, we can deal with sexual harassment by adopting the following strategies. 1. Be bold enough to say no. 2. Stop the harasser physically. 3. Exit the scene. 4. Report the incident to the appropriate authority. 5. Check your ways of dressing, speaking, and relating with people. For our elders say, quote, if nothing happens, nothing will happen, unquote. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let's make good use of the Criminal Offences Act of 1960, Act 29, which regards any form of sexual assault as first-degree felony and are liable to a form of imprisonment not less than 5 years and not more than 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the most courageous act is to think for yourself aloud. Thank you.
Are you ready? Start.
I am Ananesewa Stephanie from St. Augustine Senior High School, speaking on the topic, the impact of domestic violence on the adolescent child. When two big fat elephants fight in the bush, and the stronger elephant trample on the weaker elephant, who do you think suffers in this fight? Your guess may be wrong. It is neither of the elephants. It is the grass underneath them that suffers. This is the plight of a child when there is scuffle at home and parents throw various weapons at each other. A home is supposed to be a safe haven for a growing child where they can be loved, nurtured, and protected. However, for some adolescents, the cliche home sweet home is only found in movies. Violence is not only between parents, but sometimes from close relatives against the adolescents. When an adolescent lives in fear due to any form of abuse, whether psychological, emotional, sexual, this is domestic violence. That child needs help. Research shows that domestic violence among women and children in Ghana is as high as 66.7%, despite the passage of domestic violence bill. It is recorded that 1 out of 4 women had experienced domestic violence. We do not need a prophet to predict the consequences of this on the adolescent. A toxic home is the worst gift a parent can give a child. Now, here are reasons why we must all be concerned. 1. Parents who are vicious to each other in marriage in many cases inflict such cruelty on their children as well. Psychologists have proven that children from violence home is 74% likely to commit violent crimes. Are we surprised? Not at all. What they receive from home is what they pour out into the society. 2. Adolescents from violent home perform academically poor. A case study is a Nigerian gospel singer, Osinachi Nwachukwu, who died due to domestic violence. An interview with her children's teachers revealed that her children were antisocial and lacked confidence, concentration, and performed poorly in class. You could see the trauma and fear in their faces as they narrate the gruesome violence they witnessed in their home. Now, what can we do to salvage the situation? 1. Although those who has been tasked with this responsibility, they should be well equipped with trained human and material resources to protect the vulnerable victims from all forms of abuse. 2. Foster homes should be built and equipped with trained psychologists to evacuate and accommodate children from toxic home. 3. Religious leaders are key stakeholders, and they should be trained on the consequences of domestic violence on the adolescent. They should also embrace.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
You can start.
The acquisition of knowledge and critical thinking skills enable us to explore our potential, better our lives, and contribute effectively to societal development. It is crucial that every young person has access to quality education, as we are the future of the nation. Hence the topic, the causes of school dropouts in Ghana, has been one of concern for several years. So what then is a school dropout? A person who leaves school permanently before the end of the final year of the education stage in which he or she is enrolled. Now let's examine some of the causes of school dropouts in Ghana. First of all, one of the prevailing causes of school dropouts in Ghana is poverty. About 24.2% of the national population lives below the poverty line, and this has drastically worsened over the years. It is crucial that we take this topic into consideration. It's crucial that we take this topic into consideration. It is crucial that this topic is taken deeply into consideration. It is crucial that this topic is deeply taken into consideration. It is crucial that this topic is taken deeply into consideration. Now let's consider this scenario. The parents who are unable to ensure that their wards complete school might have dropped out themselves and therefore unable to provide them their basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing. The pauper's lot then wraps off on his child, who is subject not only to hunger of the body but of the mind as well. Not only to hunger of the body but also of the mind. Due to the but not only to hunger of the body but also of the mind as well. Due to the improper nourishment of the body, the mind is also lacking. Another cause of school dropouts in Ghana is teenage pregnancy. Traditional norms like early marriages and pressure on girls to prove their fertility obstruct their completion of school. In a society where the educational opportunities of girls are already contending with many different challenges, teenage pregnancy emerges as a particular potent disruptor. The dreams and aspirations of these young girls, which are already contending with these challenges, often encounter a harsh reality where the mental health struggles which are already ensuing cause them to drop out of school. Coping with the demands of motherhood whilst concurrently navigating the complexities of adolescence are all big problems that should be paid attention to. So how can we solve this problem? Abstinence should continue to be preached. Re-enrollment of these young mothers should also be taken into consideration.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
You can start.
The chair, panel of impartial judges, distinguished teachers here in gathered, kind-hearted sponsors of MPNC 2023, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, receive my warmest greeting. I am Dixon Rosina Ejewa, a first-year general art student of Presbyterian Senior High School Lab. My joy knows no bounds as I stand before highly esteemed people like you to present my keynote address on the topic, Effect of Bullying on the Mental Health of Students. Bullying, according to World Web, is the act of intimidating a weaker person to make them do something against their will. The chair, bullying is a cankerworm that has eaten the beautiful fabric of most societies, and it has presented itself as nothing but a mass weapon when it is found among students. There is therefore no denying the fact that bullying instills fear in the victim, and fear is one of the major factors that fuels mental illness. When people live in fear, they cannot perform at their maximum capabilities, since fear robs them of their ability to think straight and feel positive about whatever they do. Quite apart from all this, when one is bullied, they are more likely to fall into anger and begin to create evil thoughts, mostly for the one bullying them, and that can be disastrous. Ladies and gentlemen, another effect of bullying is depression. When one is bullied repeatedly, they are more likely to fall into. When one is bullied repeatedly, when students are bullied repeatedly, they fall into a mental state characterized by a pessimistic sense of inadequacy and a despondent lack of activities. Some years back, it was alleged in the news that a first-year student who was always bullied for his provision in one of the senior high schools in Ghana secretly poisoned his tutor for his senior to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, bullying is dangerous, and it is potent enough to make students live in fear, depression, and anger, which hinders their ability to excel in their academic pursuits. To overcome this menace, prefects should be tasked to report all cases of bullying that occur in the classroom, dormitory, and all confines of the school to the appropriate authorities. School counselors should organize seminars to address such bad behavior. Bullying should be considered as a crime case, and perpetrators must be dealt with. Before I sign off, the chair and distinguished personality.
Your time is up.
Can I have your attention, please? It seems to me that the background noise is too much, particularly when there is a break from the presenter. Your noise does not help them. So please, can we have some general silence and enjoy their presentation? Thank you very much.
You can start.
My name is Carmen Maushia Muruga, representing St. Mary's Senior High, speaking on the topic, stress contributes to mental illness. Stress. About 4 months ago, a once lively, jovial Araba, everybody's Araba, began to be moody. No one probably took notice, as some of us thought it was that time of the month. Then she began withdrawing from us. Her usual friends started missing class and neglecting her assignments. If you got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, you'd find Araba sitting on her bed not sleeping. Then we began to notice, sadly, belatedly, our Araba was no longer the Araba we knew. She could barely focus on anything, and almost all the time she was nervous. Our Araba was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Stress. The WHO defines it as a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. While some little stress is good to help us perform daily activities, too much of it can lead to some mental problems, including anxiety and depression. A 2022 report by Samuel Ajolulu indicated that between 10 to 20% of children and adolescents worldwide suffered from depression and anxiety. According to UNICEF, 1 in 7 adolescents experience mental disorder. Research also shows that about 7% of Ghanaian school pupils experience mental disorder. Basically, there are 3 types of stress. The acute stress, which happens for a brief moment, and your system returns to its normal state. The episodic acute stress and chronic stress, which are more severe and usually persist for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, some adolescents even experience what is known as traumatic stress. Experiencing and witnessing events that threatens death or injury can result in traumatic stress. Something must be done. 1. A comprehensive mental health policy, which is adolescent-specific, must be put in place, as not even the WHO Special Initiative on Mental Health, launched in Ghana last year, made special provisions for adolescents. In addition, the budgetary allocation to mental health should be increased from the current 1%. 3. We need to identify the social and structural stresses which put adolescents into such conditions. As adolescents, we can also practice the following to manage stress. Reframe stress and build optimism, get the right amount of sleep, and engage in relaxation exercises. Yet, a very effective support we can give is to listen. Yes, it costs nothing to listen. Yet, when we listen to our friends who may be facing such challenges without being judgmental, we help them build their confidence and lessen their burden. So, when you find an Araba around you, get closer to her and listen. Dear teachers, if I sleep in class or do not concentrate, please do not conclude it's laziness. Just listen. Thank you.
Wow. Well done. Another round of applause for them. Another round of applause for them. You indeed have researched and you've done well. So we are ready to go for the round 2. This is the point where I ask the schools, is there any substitution that want to be done? If you have any substitution, please do it now. Okay. Do you want somebody to what? You don't have a notepad. Can we please get some notepads and pens for them, please? Are we set? Do you have a pen? You have a pen? He's bringing. Okay. All right. So we are set. I'll take my time and read this question so that you can write it down. After I am done with reading the question, you have 5 minutes to ponder over the question, and we'll have the panel discussion, which each of you have 1 minute to do that. The question reads as follows. How can friends of a student recovering from a mental illness demonstrate supportiveness to their colleague to help him or her participate fully in school activities. To help him or her participate fully in school activities. That is the end of the question. Now I'm going over again. How can friends of a student recovering from a mental illness demonstrate supportiveness to their colleague to help him or her participate fully in school activities? That is the end of the question. You have 5 minutes to make up your mind and respond in 1 minute. Your time starts now.
That is your Dano milk. Oh, yes, Dano milk. Dano milk. Drink up your Dano milk. Dano milk.
Dano milk. Go for it.
This advert is FDA.
All right, your time is up. Okay. You have 1 minute to present your response. So, Accra Academy, you may start.
Okay, thank you so much for being given the opportunity to speak. As someone suffering from mental illness myself, I happened to have a panic attack last week for the first time in my 2 years in senior high school. So this situation also deeply affects me as well. My friends didn't know what to do when it happened, but you know, today as we are here, we are talking about what you can do to help your friend. One of the most important things you can do as an individual is reassurance. You can also educate others around them so as to seize the bullying or seize the isolatedness that comes with, you know, being identified as someone that suffers from mental illness. You can help them avoid stigmatization, and one of the most important things you can do is to listen to them and understand the point of view of where they are coming from and why they are going through what they are going through. When we talk of reassurance, we are talking about assuring them that they are okay, they are normal, they are not different because they are suffering from this, they are suffering from that. They are just like the rest of us, just that they have a sickness. So you welcome them into the community. By educating others, you are rather not... Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Friends play significant roles in helping the recovery process. Here are ways they can contribute. 1. Motivation. They should motivate the friend when they notice any kind of sad mood or any kind of low self-esteem. 2. Consultation of authority as they communicate and notice any serious mental health. That is, they should try and consult any authority they trust if they notice any kind of serious mental problem in their brain. And 3. They should avoid saying anything or doing anything that like bullying or stigmatization. And cause a problem in their mental health. Okay. Am I supposed to start it? Okay. Friends play significant roles in helping the recovery process. Here are ways they can contribute. 1. Motivation. They should motivate the friend when they notice any kind of low self-esteem or sad mood. 2. They should consult any kind of authority they trust if they notice any kind of serious mental problem as they communicate with the friend. And also, they should avoid saying anything that would look like bullying or stigmatization and cause problem in their mental health. Thank you.
The friends of a student suffering from mental illness can help through communication. Communication, they say, is a key to a successful relationship. As friends, we ought to be there for one another. We have to steady our moods. Know when your colleague is sad. Know when she is happy. And also, when the friends are able to push their colleague in speaking up about issues, when you see your friend is sad, you go to her, you are able to communicate with her. Let her open up with you and know what is bothering him or her. They are able to give them the needed morale and support the need in everything. Let them know that they can do it. And they are supposed to be engaged in activities such as answering questions in class, sporting activities, or anything that can help in their recovery. And also, the friends are supposed to avoid stigmatization against the person, such as shifting far or saying or using hurtful words. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, thank you. One thing or things that a friend of the victim can do to support a recovering person from mental illness is acceptance. They should accept the friend or the colleague as a person. They shouldn't neglect the person because he is mentally ill, because we are all prone to falling into mental illness. Therefore, the friends of the person should accept him. And also, we should let bygones be bygones. The friend we are talking about here is recovering from this mental illness. Therefore, we should stop the stigmatization that this fellow of us was once mentally ill, but rather project the fact that he is trying to recover from this illness and then give a conducive environment for the person to flow or express him or herself when it comes to school activities. And also the previous topics or subjects the person has lost, the friends get closer and then try to emphasize on the topics or teaching the person. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the question. I just recently found out that 7% of Ghanaian students experience mental health conditions. As a student of St. Mary's, I was appalled to know that even my fellow students, my age mates, can experience mental illness. One way we can help our friends recover from mental illness is by listening to their problems. Like my sister Carmen recently said, it costs nothing to listen. When we listen to our friends, we have to make sure that we don't trivialize their problems. We take their problems importantly. Another way we can help them is by helping them identify the social and structural stresses around them. Stress is a major cause of mental illness in Ghana and in the world. And one way that we can help our friends come out of their mental illness is by helping them identify their social stresses, making sure that they take appropriate drugs to help with their condition.
Thank you very much, Honorable Says. And I'd like to put on board that the student isn't mad. He's just ill and recuperating from any ordinary malaria, as you like to term it. So we must ensure that the student feels accepted. We must listen to and act according to what the person demands or asks for. We must ensure that we communicate healthily and effectively with the person so that the person doesn't feel sidelined or brought too much into the game. Like painting, all the measures that we put in place must slowly settle and dawn on them like a descending feather. You see, allowing them to harmonize and to ensure their true rebirth like a phoenix from the ashes. So we must ensure that they gently and gradually come up. It isn't a day's process, it's gradual. So we must be ready to relay our emotions with them. We must be sympathetic and empathetic. Thank you.
Wow. Another round of applause for them. Another round of applause for them. In fact, they have done justice to the topic, I must say. Because this is the import of this session. Educating us. And what can we do to help our friend? And you've provided the best things that you could provide. And I'm really proud of you guys. Well done. Then again, I want us to give a special clap because he has shared his experience. It takes a lot of courage, a lot of energy to do that. Let's clap for Bryson. Let's clap for Bryson. Let the clap go on. Let the clap go on. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. We want to talk freely about mental health, just like malaria and headache. And he has done just that, motivating all of us to feel free to talk about it when we go back to our schools. Yesterday I was telling you guys that you should be ambassadors of mental health. A round of applause for all of us. A round of applause for all of us. Okay. Round 3. Any school interested in doing substitution before I read the question? If you want to do a substitution, please do it now before I read the question. A round of applause for them whilst they leave the stage. A round of applause. Okay. You have a very beautiful question, and I am already excited to hear what you are coming to tell us. And so after I'm done with the question, go and meet your team and discuss it and come back and deliver in 3 minutes. This is the question. Discuss ways in which mental health education can be enhanced in schools. Discuss ways in which mental health education can be enhanced in schools. Final reading. Discuss ways in which mental health education can be enhanced in schools. You have it. Good. You have 10 minutes to go and prepare. Your time starts now.
Guys, now I'm tired. I'll go on a date with whoever gets here first.
Princess, really? Okay, I dey come.
Shut up!
Mame, Boss, fill my tank with Super XP Raw 95.
Fill up with Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle.
Sorry, Tony got here first, so I'm stepping with him.
Oh, cut him. Hey, go for mommy.
Choose Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Always go for Goyle Super XP Raw 95. Goyle, good energy.
Every child is so unique. You like no other. Outstanding in every way. It's me like no other. So anytime you walk and play, you like no other. You are special like Indomie. It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now. This effort is FDA approved.
There are moments in life when you're just so scared and you feel like just giving up. Oh, but Dino Milk is saying, we know that you can do it. Believe in yourself and then go for it. Go for it. Nourishment, oh, that is your Dino Milk. Oh, yes, Dino Milk, Dino Milk. Drink up your Dino Milk. Dino Milk.
Dino Milk. Go for it.
This effort is FDA approved.
Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yourselves for encouraging our contestants. It's not easy to stand here or to sit here
and get everything. But I really appreciate that you were supporting throughout when it happens sometimes. See, it's not just them. Sometimes you can be on. Okay. Sometimes you can be on TV and you think you're saying, but chance say waka. Your words are finished. It happens like that, okay? So we're getting into the final one, and after that set, we're going to eat, right? Who is hungry? Hey, I know. I've been a student before. If you go for programs, baby shisana, way, right? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We'll go for lunch very, very soon. Some shows meals that we go for you. Of course, there's Indomie. Dano Milk has some amazing stuff there. Of course, you eat another one, right? So big shout out to Dano Milk. Go for it for holding us down. DD Global, thank you for putting this together. Of course, shouts going out to Goyle. You can see Goyle here. Also, the Parliament of Ghana for also holding us down for this particular event. And also to Corey Ghana, thank you so much. And of course, Ghana Education Service, thank you for helping us with this. Mental Health Authority, thank you also. Of course, we're streaming live on Facebook at NPSC Ghana, that is National Public Speaking Competition Ghana. So you can get onto Facebook and watch us live there, put your comments there also. So every time there has been a break, we do some fun activities, right? Oh, are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? We have done rap, we have done dance. I want someone who can sing. Someone who can. Erica. Who? Derek. Who? But wait, remember that when you come, I've got gifts for you. So please. Please help work on this microphone, okay? Who? She can sing, eh? Who? He can sing. There's nothing wrong with it. Are you sure? He can sing. Okay, who am I coming to? Who? The one going. Who? The one outside. Joshua, come. Oh, come. Yeah, make some noise for Joshua. Okay, hold on. See, I know you don't know why I called you, but you see, there was a revelation, and in that revelation, I sense in my spirit, I sense there's an unction of singing over your life. Can you sing? Put your hands together for Joshua. Hello? Master. Is this your mantle? Yeah. That's your mantle. Please go on, go on. We are looking at you. Hey. Give him fans. Yeah, yeah. What I say, Chris Brown? Okay. Who will bail Joshua for me? Who? Hey. Blacklist. Who is black? How do you call blacklist in school? Hey. Blacklist. Oh, okay, no. Let me show you how to sing. Hold on. Hey, Edio. I'm looking for a song that is SHS friendly. Hey, Charlie, the guy is ready. Let's go.
I'll show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you how strong I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes, and I'm invincible. And I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm invincible. And I will every single day. I'm powerful today. I'm powerful today.
You don't cry, you don't cry. Please put yours together for Joshua. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going on to the final part for Zone 3. So, let's put something together for Bryce Ndoku from Accra Academy. Put yours together for him.
Hello? You can start.
Mr. Chairman, esteemed panel of judges, ladies, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to discuss ways in which the mental health education of our various schools can be enhanced. When we look at this, there are already existing policies concerning mental health in our various schools, but we are here to talk about ways by which these policies can be enhanced. We can start through the primary agency of teachers. Teachers come to our various classrooms each and every single day. So what is it going to take if they take only 5 minutes out of their time to educate the students of their classroom about the various types of mental health and what you can do when you see someone going through those situations? This will go a long way to create mental health awareness and educate and build up their vocabulary. 2, we go to assembly each and every single day. So by having keynote addresses, speeches, and mental health word of the day, we can educate the various students of the various schools about the different types of mental health and what they can do when they find themselves or see someone going through a situation like that. And finally, we can tax the various clubs and societies in our school to observe a mental health week. This is when they will all come together, plan a week that is dedicated to mental health, and enforce it and ask everyone in the school to participate by having various activities. In conclusion, this is very important that we are discussing enhancing mental health strategies because it's an essential tool for re-socialization. And by educating a student, you are also educating the family, which in turn educates the society, which is a critical imperative. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Next school. You can start.
I am Aisha Tunteya Bashiru from Tamale Girls, presenting on the topic Ways of Enhancing Mental Health Education in Our Schools. I would like to start by defining mental health education. It is the process of educating people on their mental health. Some of the ways we can enhance mental health education in our school is by 1. It can be done by the policy makers enacting and implementing mental health education in schools. Integrating mental health education in other subjects like social studies, inter-science, and others. 2. Training and equipping personnel to undertake mental health education by providing them with professional development. Training and sensitization should be organized for the teachers, counselors in schools to educate them on how they can help their students to maintain a good mental health. 3. Teachers and counselors workers. Teachers and educational workers like counselors must take up a task to teach mental health education. 4. The peer support program should be enhanced in our schools to provide basic support to their colleagues suffering from mental health issues and to educate their colleagues on ways in which they can help enhance their mental health. Thank you.
Next school.
Aid Rebecca is my name, a student of St. Augustine Senior High School, Bogoso. Majority of our youth are students, and it is evident that due to a lot of factors like academic stress, bullying, leads to a lot of young people have mental ill health condition. That is why it is important to enhance education in our schools. 1. Counseling units should organize orientation to new students on the symptoms of mental health so that they can ask for help when it is necessary. 2. Every school should have mental health day in their academic calendar where they can invite resource persons to teach their students and teachers on mental health. 3. Entertainment clubs can take a theme that centers on mental health to educate students so that the students will be able to entertain themselves and learn as well from the drama. Thank you.
Next. The devil is You can start.
Thank you very much for the justice done me. First and foremost, I'd like to talk about self-esteem. As much as we will try to help the students or the general school populace to get out of the thing, it all depends on you. So you yourself must have self-esteem to be able to stand firm and stand out and say, well, hey, even though this is what is upon me, I know that I can overcome it. And indeed, you will. First and foremost, thank you very much. Also, I like to suggest counseling. And counseling not only from teachers or professional counselors. Everyone can be a counselor. I specifically and strongly recommend peer counseling. In my school, we have a program where students are trained to counsel fellow students. You realize it's easier to talk about your problems to someone who is closer than you and relates more to you than someone who seems like maybe the school's chaplain and will maybe use your issue to preach during one service one time, which will scare you a lot. So we must also promote peer counseling and teacher counseling. Realize that teachers are also part of the school body. We are saying all this about students. What about our teachers too? Our teachers also need counseling. So the teachers must be trained to counsel so that they can counsel. Again, we mustn't forget the role of religion. As the Bible says, Jesus is the wonderful counselor. So in all that we do, we should relay our problems to Jesus Christ, the wonderful counselor. Again, we must learn stress management skills. As students, one of our major problems is to learn, late into the late hours of the night, and it becomes very problematic, especially when you are someone who is not from that kind of rigorous training background. However, you should be able to develop a plan and follow the plan. Here is where clubs come in. So clubs will help you to plan your day. You know that you have this activity, this activity, this activity, and you are able to follow your plan. So first and foremost, I'd like to suggest an acronym. Please bear with me for how it might sound. But FAC. Plan, first and foremost. So when you plan, then you move to FAC. That is, follow your plan. When you follow your plan, you are able to get what you want out of your plan. Again, you must understand your plan. That is the you in it. So when you understand your plan, you know that this moment I'm doing this, the next moment this is what I'm going to do. Again, moving on to the C, you must concentrate on your plan. You must know that even though I have other things to do, I have planned to learn core math at this time. There is nothing that will take me away from it. Even though it stresses me out, I must concentrate on my plan. And again, I must keep to my plan. So every time you sit down, you are about to take your book, you must learn to keep to your plan. So these are the type of things that will help us to manage the stress around us and enable us to bring a brighter future on board. Again, we must eat healthily. I know that the schools...
Your time is up.
Thank you very much.
Next. Are you ready? You can start.
The chair, panel of impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, distinguished teachers hearing guarded, kind-hearted sponsors of NPSC 2023, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, I am highly elated for such a great honor than me to present to this noble house my speech on the topic, ways in which mental health education can be enhanced in schools. My name is Intime Ebenezer, a final year general science student of Presbyterian Senior High School. Mr. Chair, the very first point I would like to tackle on is guidance and counseling. I believe there are guidance and counseling units in all schools. Therefore, guidance and counseling units should prioritize mental health education. Therefore, creating an orientation for first years when they come. And also, not creating an orientation for first years only, but then there should be a time-to-time orientation to all students, so that the awareness of mental health can be created. Secondly, I would like to talk about seminars and workshops for teachers. Teachers go for seminars and workshops. Mental health cases should be raised so that they talk about them, and then they should be trained about them, so that when they get such cases in their school, they'll know how to control them. And then when they come back to the schools, they come and see their students. The math teacher can pause his algebra he wants to teach. The geography teacher can also pause the topic he wants to teach and then talk about mental illness. This all goes a long way to enhance mental education. Thirdly, I would like to talk about excursion and field trips. Normally, we organize excursion and field trips to sceneries and sightseeing places, but we also forget the asylum where these mental ill people are kept. Be an excursion so that the students would have a feel of what people who are mentally ill go through, and also this will cause them to stop the stigmatization, the rage against mental ill people. I would also like to touch on mental health education being a major course to study in school. I suggest that mental health education should be a course that should be compulsory for all students to learn. This will go a long way in creating the awareness in all parts of Ghana, and then we, the young ones and the adolescents, will have a broad mindset or broad information about mental illness, and then when we have issues or cases about this, we will know how to solve them. Thank you.
Next, please. Yes, you can start.
I'm here again to speak on ways mental health education can be enhanced in schools. Research shows that about 7% of Ghanaian school pupils experience mental disorder. Steps must be taken now in order to reduce the rate at which it is spread. The following ways can be improved upon. It can be made a main subject instead of adding it to syllables like social studies. Because taking social studies, for example, social studies has three sections. That is the environmental, the socio-economic, and the development of national something. So you can, instead of, if it's added to one of these three, me for example, when I'm going to write exams, I just pick one topic from each section, because I'm not going to be able to chew everything in my head and just go and pour it out. So I'm just going to pick one of the topics from each section and then read it. But if mental health education is made a syllable or a main subject on its own, people are going to delve into it and going to study it more, and can even be tested on it. And then another point is that GES should also be able to provide more funding or take taxes collected from alcoholic companies like Casapreco and Alomo Bitters and add the fundings into the mental health education, since they are more popular now and everywhere. And also provision of supportive environments like clubs and societies in school, well-trained professionals on mental health for both teachers and students. Not just students or children experience mental disorder. Teachers and elders as well can also go through mental disorder. Also, GES can assign psychiatrists to every school at every level. Thank you.
I wasn't expected. You've given some good ideas as to what mental health education can be done in schools. Well done. You spent the 10 minutes well. To tabulate the marks. And MC. We'll tabulate the marks at this point while the MC engages you.
Thank you. Put your hands together for our contestants. Accra Academy, Tamale SHS, Tamale Girls SHS, St. Augustine SHS, Bogoso, also Achimota School, Presbyterian SHS, and also St. Mary's SHS. We will find out who will become tops for this particular zone. And right after the announcement of the winner for the zone, we go for lunch. As I mentioned earlier, that is going to be an hour break where you can go from Indomie, Dano Milk, and of course some other stuff that we have for you. So please take notes of that. Not more than 1 hour. We're back because we have 2 zones more to go before we wrap up with the finals, and then we get to do the finals on Monday. My name is Desmond Okrekudan, so Desi Fading, the star boy from Metro TV Ghana, handling all of this. And big shouts to DD Global and of course to Dano Milk for holding us down. Go for it, they say that. And also to Indomie for helping us out this year for this particular program. And also we have the Parliament of Ghana, Ghana Education Service, Mental Health Authority. There's Goyle also helping us out. Corey Ghana in there as part of our sponsors, and the NPSC, National Public Speaking Competition. So the judges are still collating. I think I want to come down now. That cracker boy, why did he hide? Let me to cry. Blow. Charlie, if you know the inside, blow. What do I? Hey, me mama. A cracker. So, Tamale girls. What do you say? Queens of the Tamale girls. Which one again? St. Augustine's SHS. What do you say? Okay. Present say. Adieu. Abadieu. Arise and shine. Okay. Present shine. Okay, let's go again. Pre-circular, arise. How about you pay you talk? Oh, they are all out. Okay. St. Mary's. Where are they? St. Mary's. Oh, St. Mary's. Oh, okay, so the homeschool. Now. Great Osa. Hey. Great Osa Moko baby is what? Oh, I'm not Ga. All right, it's a difficult thing. Please, are we? Oh, we are still on it. But anyway, let's get back to our judges. Let's hear from Esquire here. How it is so far. So tell us.
Because my assessment is mainly on the public speaking skills, I would like to hold my thoughts till the end because we still have 2 zones to come. I don't want to give them any apple, so I would wait on my observations. But so far, so good.
I understand perfectly. Still same. Okay. So if we say anything now, you give the rest apple to get it right. Please. Okay, we are still on it. All right. So who is going to win this one? Who is winning this one? What's today? Okay. Hold on. Let's take it one after the other. Is it gonna be a cracker? Tamale girls. No, wait. Hold on. Are you saying yes or no? I will continue. Is it going to be Tabasco? Aunt Betha, please. Next year, Tabasco has. Hey, Tabasco, Irande. Yeah. There's no Tabasco here. Madras is not part. Chebu is not part. I think we have to go and call on Sarkodie, Kwesiata, all the rest, that they should come back to their schools and help their schools. Because at this point, Enkoye. But I'll let my child go to Damascus. Oh, yes. So we are still waiting on the collation of the results from our judges. And then we get to find out who will be the winner for this particular one. Let me get on to Facebook, though, and read some of the messages that are coming in on Facebook. Okay. Okay, so this one says that great performances. That's from Emmanuel Ewusi Esel, writing that on Facebook. Okay. Please share the link. Share the link. Very important. Okay, I think that we're done with this zone 2, so I'm not going to read the zone 2 messages, but please get onto Facebook right now. We need a lot of shares on Facebook. Please, if you have your mobile phones here, which I know you have, students, don't worry, your teachers will not take them. So take your phones, open your phones to Facebook, National Public Speaking Competition Ghana. You find that there, and please share the link and put your comments on there. Okay. So now the messages are coming. I have opened the floodgates. And Nareba Elizabeth says they are really doing well, and I think that it's amazing what all the contestants, all the schools are doing here this afternoon. Samuel Ishan says all the way to Swell School. Oh, Swell School, come home, please. Swell School is not part of this particular. Swell School is here. No, but I mean for this particular one. So let's give them a put us for Suesco. I mean, when I entered the compound, the first thing that caught my attention was your bus. I bind the answer, Mamudia. Anyway, Esther Afachao says Mary's all the way. Since Mary's, right? Okay. And Governor Theophilus says, so far so good. Great organization, judges doing a good job. Thank you. Patricia Stevens says that Tamasco hits. Okay. And Awusko all the way. Shouts to the Queen Girls rooting all the way from Kojina. Okay. And Prince Favor says that Accra Academy all the way. Okay. Now let me remind you once again that if you're going to school, tell your parents that you want Dano, because they have some great stuff for you. Dano milk is fortified with vitamins A and also rich in protein, vitamin B2, B12 and D, and also iodine, and they keep you nourished and strong every day. So go get your Dano milk Cocoa or plain powdered milk, Dano chocolate 3-in-1, Dano coffee 3-in-1, and Dano strawberry. And there's also Dano evaporated milk. Dano milk, go for it. For bulk purchase, contact Ala Foods Limited on 0249 476284 or 0302 906721. And of course, Dano has been vetted and approved by the FDA, the Food and Drugs Authority. So please take note of that from Dano milk. But are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? No. Hello? Christmas, you are not the one fending for yourself. So which one is the no? All you have to do is to be available, and your parents will give you food close to. Or you are not ready. You are in school. When is school vacating? Next week. Oh, but it's normal. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. We're done? Okay. Let's try that.
Hello. So at the end of all the 3 rounds, the first school had 237. The second school had 224. The third school had 221. The fourth school had 218. The fifth school had 204. And the sixth school had 202. So you can see that it was a healthy, fiercely contested competition. A round of applause for St. Augustine's 6th position. Achimota, 5th. Tamale, fourth. Presby, third. Now it's between Meres and Akraka. The first school.
Hold on. Please go on.
The first school beat the second school by 13 points. Akraka, first position.
Congratulations to Akraka. All right, congratulations to Akraka. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our contestants here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. Okay. Thank you very much. Accra Academy. Okay, everywhere is blue. All right, so we are done with zone 3. We've got 2 more to do, but we're going for a break right now. And our break, it's so we are coming back at 2:30. 2:30, please. Let's go for lunch, and when we come back, we'll continue with the rest of the program. Thank you.